As a publicity officer in the IPA, one of the questions I get asked most often is the old chestnut. What's in it for me? Why should I join the IPA? And I used to answer that question in a variety of different ways, but recently I've taken to simply telling this story. And a short while ago in number 2 region, we had a little ceremony where we recognised some of our retired colleagues who had been members of the IPA for 50 years. And we presented them with certificates and we had a nice little social afternoon together. Over the next few days after that event, I was reflecting on some of the conversations that I'd had with those individuals, all of whom were obviously in their 70s and 80s, and on some of the stories and experiences that they had related to me. And it got me thinking about how being a member of this organisation had enriched the quality of their lives over many, many years, and of the hundreds and hundreds of friends that they had accumulated throughout the world. And many of those people have been friends of theirs for decades. And I thought about some of the places across the world that they'd visited, some of the numerous locations, the things that they had seen, the opportunities which they had afforded to their families, and the experiences that they'd had which they probably wouldn't have been able to accomplish if they hadn't been IPA members. And I now actually bitterly regret not asking every one of those fascinating, vibrant individuals this one question. If somebody came to you and said, hey, you've been a member of the IPA for 50 years and I'm thinking about joining this organisation, but tell me, what's in it for me? How would they answer that question? In my opinion, and judging by what I heard from them and the conversations that I had with them, I think I would sum it up in 5 words. It will enrich your life. It will enrich your life. And certainly, having just retired myself, one of my big regrets is that I did not join the IPA 30 years ago. I should have done, but I didn't. And that reminded me in turn of one of the key concepts in the study of economics, and that is called opportunity cost. An opportunity cost is simply defined as the cost of an alternative that must be foregone in order to pursue a certain action. Or, put another way, the benefits that you could have received by taking an alternative course of action. So I think in future when somebody asks me the old what's in it for me question, I will probably turn it back on them and say, well, I could probably tell you about the range of benefits that are available to you if you join, but I'd much rather tell you about the experiences and the friendships and the quality of your life that you're going to miss out on if you don't. And I'm reminded of the famous quote, which is often attributed to Mark Twain, which goes like this. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones that you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbour, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. And I think that that quote is a great narrative to summarise what IPA membership's about.